Pandas Intermediate Part 6. So far, we have summarized and compared data using aggregation. Now comes the critical step, prioritization. In real analytics, we don't just compute metrics, we just want matters most, what needs attention and what comes first. So, in this video, we will use sorting and ranking to make data-driven decisions, okay? First of all, as you saw here, I already created the dataset that we previously used in our previous classes, okay? So, we will continue the same dataset here to maintain the analytically continuity. And now our focus is no data, it's decision logic. Okay. So we are moving to sorting. Okay, for that, I'm just sorting with df dot sort values by salary, and we are giving ascending equals false. Okay. As we know, sorting is often misunderstood as cosmetic. But in analytics, sorting is how we surface the priorities. As we see here, we just go through the code. We can just run it. So we get it sorted from ascending, that is, the lowest will be at last. Okay. And this immediately tell us who sits at the top and bottom. Even this simple sort answers real questions, as we know which is the average and which one is the top or at the bottom, all that. So when we come to priority within groups, that's an advanced pattern. We can use df dot sort values, and we are using the by here, but now we are giving department and salary. Okay, with the ascending equals false. Okay, now this pattern is extremely important as we are ranking within each department, not globally. So this mirrors the real organizational analytics as we see here. So we get this by department. We use groups for that. We group these and we get it by knowing this. Okay. Now what we see here is a pattern. We can sales first, then IT, then HR, all that. So it is mentioned in groups. First, it mentioned through sales, then it gave the IT, then at last, it provided the HR. Okay. So it was based on the pattern and they group it by the department. Okay. So we can move to ranking groups using aggregated metrics. We used aggregation last time and now we are going to rank it. So for that, I am giving depth plus department average. That's df dot group by with department. And I'm adding the salary dot mean. We just call depth tab. Okay. So we first compute a meaningful matrix, average salary per department. Ranking should always be based on aggregated insights, no raw data. First, we just grouped it, understand the salary by sorting values, and then we call the department average. We get the average of each department. Okay. So what if we give sort values to our department average? We can do that too. Now we are giving department average sort values with ascending false, and we will get the rank department based on these metrics. So IT is ranked at first, and then sales, then HR. This is how comparisons become actionable. Now, what all we do right now, we just group the item. First of all, we made the data, and then we sort the values using salary scale. Then we arrange that as per the department. Then we take its average using mean, and we get in a single column, HR and salary with average salary. After that, we sort the values with ascending as false. Now it gives us, or it shows the comparison. That is, the comparisons became actionable now. So we get all this. So we need to move to explicit ranking using advanced use of rank. Okay, we do all this, but we are using rank now. For that, we are using the dipped average dot rank, and then ascending equals false with a comma, method equals tenth. So what happens here? Now we use the rank, and using rank allows us to assign clear priority positions, like as we see, IT is as 1, HR is 3, and sales as 2. The tens method avoids gaps, and it is often preferred in reporting. As we can see here, the average salary in IT was top, and here IT is listed as rank 1, and HR as rank 3, sales as rank 2. From all this, we can understand how it is ranked. but we used a method dense to avoid the gaps, and it's mostly used for reporting data and all. Okay, now we are going to build a decision table. That's a report ready one. Okay, for that I'm calling debt summary with df dot group by with department. Then we need dot aggregation. Then we are opening another bracket with average salary, AVG, and salary equals salary, then separated by a comma. Under that, we are providing dot mean, then a comma, total salary equals salary with dot sum, and separated with a comma. We can before that we need to place double quotes inside this, also a bracket. Okay. Okay, now we need the employee with employees equals employee with account. Then we can close the brackets. As we see here, we have some. So as we see here, there is an extra bracket. Here we can reduce it. Now we can check everything is correct. Delete the brackets, and then we need to add something more. That's sort values by average salary. Then we need ascending as false. Okay, just okay. And we need something more, that is we need to call it at last. We need to call the depth summary, and let's call. For that we need to analyze. So as we look here, we get everything else right. We added a bracket here. Okay, now we get everything. So this is our professional output, one table, multiple metrics, sorted by priority. This is exactly how analytics reports are structured. Okay, so we get everything in a single tabular form with the employee numbers, total salary, average salary, all this. So now we are adding priority labels. That's how decision thinking works. Okay, for that I'm calling depth summary with priority, and then equals depth summary average. And sorry. Salary as equals dot rank. And we get output. Instead of just numbers, we now have a clear priority indicator. This transform analysis into decision support. Okay, so we get priority. IT is the priority. We already mentioned that, and we already find that too. And then everything is done. Okay, so in this project, we had gone through department, tabular column, and sort values. Then sort values by group by. We use department and salary, and we used a group by with department and salary with the mean average. Then we take the average of department average, and then we find the rank. That's our priority. Then we took the summary of the whole table, and we get a tabular column with average salary, total salary, and employees. So we are winding up. As we see here, we got all these things. And at the intermediate and advanced level, Pandas is not about syntax. It's all about structure, comparison, and prioritization. Other than that, sorting and ranking are the bridge between analysis and action. So we should know how to sort, how to rank, and what are their purpose in our code. Okay. And In Pandas Intermediate Part 6, we learned how to sort, rank, prioritize data, analyst, level patterns. Also, in the next part, we will move into visualization for insights, where these priorities turn into clear stories. Okay, see you in Part 7 and follow me for more.